Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, the antics of that little Greta Thunberg, Sumberg, Dumberg, whoever, I don't know. I don't even think that's her real name, but that's just me. Let's find out. What is she really up to, and who's behind it all? Like she started when she was 17. Somebody was paying her bills. I saw an interview when she was younger and with her parents, and I don't know if her parents are forcing this nonsense or I don't know what. But I honestly don't know what to make of her. I just know she's a bit of an idiot. Somebody said she's autistic. An autistic and idiot are two different things. You can be an autistic doesn't mean you're an idiot. Anyways, I think there's something in me that tells me she's being coached what to say. And if she is autistic and they're using her and abusing her in this situation, that's absolutely disgusting. So her latest antic was to save the people of Gaza. She was going to bring them sandwiches or some such thing. And she got kidnapped by Israel, apprehended her and then kicked her out of the country, and she's now in Paris. Ironically, had to fly, so it caused a lot of carbon issues. Anyways, let's find out. So I'm using the investigation deck, and we're going to do the clarifiers with Alicia Wicker's deck with the extension on it. Okay, Greta Thunberg, if that's even her name. What can you tell us about her? Please clarify. What do we need to know about her? What does the universe want us to know about her? Shall we begin? Oh, interesting cut. Okay. A ransom or note left. Yeah, I think she's being paid. What showed up here? The world, end of a situation or buried. Well, yeah, that was the end of a situation for her, wasn't it? Suspicious activity and tunnel or underground. Okay. All right. Ransom or note left. I think that I'm going to tell you, look, we have a situation has ended. So that whole Gaza nonsense has ended. Interesting. This is like very earthy, and she's like of the earth and save the earth. And you've wrecked the climate for me and blah, 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 blah. Tunnel or underground. So this tells me, oh, look at that. The clock agrees. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. That there's underground, like with the suspicious activity, this underground. So it's telling me it's not, there's somebody underneath her pushing her up. All right. Which is different than a puppet. So that's what I'm getting with the tunnel or underground. There's somebody beneath her pushing her up, but let's find out. Let's find out. So as you know, this is a massive deck. And so I've already shuffled it a lot. And I'm just going to shuffle it a little bit in front of you so you realize I'm not playing no card tricks here. No card tricks here. So yeah, ransom or note left. This is, I'm almost getting like there's a contract with her real parents. Were those her real parents? Possibly. But who takes their kid out of school to do some kind of climate hoax thing? And then, you know, to be the bad actors, they've put her around. I wouldn't even put the neighbor's dog around some of those people. Of course, I wouldn't put my own, but I wouldn't put any dog around those people. Never mind a child, especially if she is really autistic. That's just putting her in, she seems very naive and very simple. And again, autistic and naive and simple they don't mean the same things. They can occur at the same time, but that doesn't mean they're related at all. I find her very simple. I find her very naive. I find her very impressionable. And I think what they're doing to her is absolutely disgusting. So let's get some clarifiers here. There. I want this deck. Okay, so clarify this ransom or note left, please. Clarify this ransom or note left. We'll pull out 4. Microchip. Ooh, she microchipped. Intoxication. Now that could be medication she's on. Exposed. Yeah, she's totally exposed. Totally exposed. Alive. Yeah. You know what? This tells me this alive with it. I think she is kidnapped in some regard. I won't be surprised if the kidnapping card comes up. I think that this exposed. Let's just turn that around so we can see it. We remember to see it. Microchip. I don't think that that's far-fetched at all. That they've possibly, I mean, Elon Musk has that Neuralink. I'm wondering if there is something, they've done something to her, because she does seem very simple-minded and naive. And plus, that she could be on drugs, right? You know, especially if she has ADHD, or I think that she's overexposed. I think they've taken this little girl and basically have kidnapped her. They've done something to her. Is it MK Ultra? I don't know. I'm getting with this ransom or note left that there was some kind of exchange for her. I really am. I'm thinking this could almost be like a contract. This ransom or note left. So some kind of agreement with her. All right, I want to go to this world, end of a situation or buried. And I think because she's such like an earth, you know, everything, she started off about the earth and, you know, the climate change and, you know, we're destroying the world and it's not ours. And she really did seem programmed, you know. Let's find out. So the world, end of a situation or buried. So and also right now she's on the worldwide screen, right? She loves that attention. Here we have exposed. She's overexposed. She's known around the world for being an earth mother kind of thing. But right now, the end of a situation. So let's find out who's the underground, who's pushing her up, right? Do you see the difference between a puppet, la la la, making you dance, or somebody pushing you up into exposing you, right? So world, end of a situation. Let's clarify this, please. I'm just going to move these over. Clarify this world or end of a situation or buried. I don't think she's buried. We saw her in Paris. Serial killer. Is that? I'm laughing because I'm thinking CERAL, like cereal, like you eat your bowl of cereal in the morning, and I think she's a vegan or something. And so she's a serial killer. She kills wheat and bran, and she's a serial killer. Solar flare. There it is. All about it. It's not climate. It's not like the climate change hoax or whatever. It's solar. Pizzagate. What? Is that where they got her? Lost. Is that where they got her? I don't believe that that's her real name. Is that where they got her? Because we're asking who's behind her. We have serial killer, Pizzagate, solar flare, and lost. Ooh, we might need further clarifiers on that one. Let's do this suspicious activity. Oh, I don't know if I want to touch that one. Is that where they got her from? I don't think I have to, if you're watching this channel, you probably understand what Pizzagate is. If you don't, can you Google it? Because I really don't want to bring the algorithm to my channel, if you know what I mean. Even the serial killer here is a child. Pizzagate lost. And she's a lost little girl, that's for sure. Is that where they got her from? It's like, why is she not in school? Well, she's 22 now, but when she hit the mainstream, why was she not in school? And who pushed her forward? Was she one of the... Wouldn't that be interesting? Check the timeline on that. When Pizzagate hit, did Greta hit at the same time? All right, clarify this suspicious activity, please. Corrupt politician. Ritual. Geez, that almost looks like her. Fire. Fire, solar flare. We've got anger. Anger, fire, ritual. Suspicion. Guys. Fire, anger, ritual. Suspicious activity. Pizzagate. Oh my Lord. Which corrupt politicians aren't involved in fire rituals, anger issues? So I'm going to say that she is held up by corrupt politicians involved in Pizzagate. And she has some MK Ultra or some Neuralink in her. She's overexposed. She's there. It's almost like they're just barely keeping her alive. Like she's a useful idiot. I'm wondering if she even has autism or that they've messed around with her brain so much and they just say, oh yeah, she has autism. I find her very simple-minded. Okay. All right. What's this tunnel or underground? What's this all about? Explain this, please. Clarify this. All right. So, of course, we know corrupt politicians are holding her up. Because why would they allow her into their country? Like, Israel kicked her out. Fire, ritual, anger. Ooh, I'm suspicious activity. I'm really getting like this is the dark web. Rituals that don't happen on a Sunday morning. Corrupt politicians partake in it. Tunnel or underground. I think she was part of the Pizzagate lot. Tunnel or underground. Clarify, please. Death hoax. Well, that could be hoaxes, the whole climate change hoax. Sold soul. You better believe it. You better believe it. Now I'm reading that this loss. Remember I said I don't think her parents are her parents? I think she might be, she might be like a missing child somewhere. Unseen danger. Treason. I don't know why outer space. Maybe that's talking to me about how simple I think she is. It does seem like she's in outer space. Okay, I actually think that whoever is behind her, and we know it's a corrupt politician, they would be, well, can't, I mean, they'd be up for treason. So it is a corrupt politician, but she's definitely has been sold, and she's part of Pizzagate. She might be, you know what? She might be listed somewhere as a lost or missing child. We'd have to go back and look and see, like maybe in one of these really small little countries that are in Eastern Europe, for example, and they don't have access to the English speaking world, so nobody knows that she's been missing. She's not on anybody's milk carton, right? Like you think like in Estonia or something, it would be such a local story in a small village, probably just, nobody has put two and two together. I think she's been used in rituals. I think she's had MK Ultra training, or there is a microchip or drugs that they're feeding her. And she's basically a live kidnapping that we're allowed to see certain amounts of her, and they tell her what to say. I don't think this is death hoax. I think what the cards are just trying to bring us is the hoax, the whole climate change hoax, and now it's, whatever she's doing is a big hoax. It's a big psyop. And she's being held from below, and she's being pushed forward from below. So you think about the corrupt politicians, they have a puppet master, right? Say this, do that. But this corrupt politician isn't a puppet master to her. This corrupt politician is pushing her forward and lifting her up and putting her in the media. So the corrupt politician has a puppet master saying, here's this girl, do something with, this is what we want you to do. And then the corrupt politician contacts the media and contacts all the social media that we now know is all corrupt, Facebook, all blah, blah. And that's how they push her forward. And that's what the underground is. So she's been being pushed up from underground. Also, the underground tunnel is a big part of the Pizzagate. I think that she is definitely, remember I said here's the ransom or note left. There's some kind of exchange here. She's a sold soul. She is. There's something coming up for her. And look at this water, this shark. Unseen danger. I'm wondering if she's going to be aged out. Let's put it that way. Aged out. Yeah, I think this poor girl is being used by bad actors, by bad politicians that are pushing her forward, the politicians that have control of the media. Is that the left? 100%. She only barks out left, far left ideologies and whatnot. She only barks that out. So she's being pushed forward by the left, and because she's part of the Pizzagate. Well, who was part of the Pizzagate? Yeah, you know exactly who was, and what were they? They were all Democrats. I mean, I don't even have to say allegedly. And I think she's going to age out here soon. I really do. And if she ever blabs who is supporting her, like who's supporting her? How does she make her money? How does she live? Who pays for all of this stuff? I wouldn't be surprised if that person, whoever that is, actually gets caught, because we have treason here. Unseen danger, treason. So the person that is pushing her, person or persons that are pushing her forward, if they get caught, she's going to be called out. Definitely. I mean, she might have to go underground to save herself. But no, she was part of the whole Pizzagate children. I think she is missing somewhere. Somebody is missing a daughter. And I think it's probably, I'm getting like it's from a small little country and from a small little village that people just aren't putting two and two together. So yeah, she's being used and exposed by the far left, and she has had some kind of ritual, whether it's MK Ultra, some kind of mind thing, microchip, whatever they have done to her. She is definitely now lost to having a normal life. I think that much is very clear. She can never go back to having a normal life. I think they've kind of fried her brain, to tell you the truth. All right, so prep politicians. It's not royalty, or I don't think they have anything to do with that anyways. It's not like the big three families, you know, the Rockefellers, Rothschild, Soros. Soros is part of the far left, so he could be involved in that. But there you go. So she's being propped up by politicians to run their fear-based anger. All right, YouTube's going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why'd you click on that? And I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.